So today I'm going to show you guys this subwoofer box I got. It's a to me it looks like a maybe late 80s early 2000s subwoofer box. It's a Bandpass and it came with a nice little subwoofer, an 8-inch looks like a vintage Pyle subwoofer. And I know it's a Pyle, but just the look of it, brings back a lot of memories. So I'm just showing you guys what this box looks like, and it's just another piece in my collection that I wanted to show off. So let's take a look at it. So of course, the first thing you see is the piece of plexi, and it's a small box. I would say it's about 2 feet tall or wide because it sits this way, and about just over a foot tall. It's not that deep. Again, maybe a foot deep. So it's a small little subwoofer box, and I got this thing super cheap. That's the only reason I got it. Here's the terminal, and this is like a nice terminal. I mean, the plastic feels, nice and thick, and the terminals feel very bulky. So to me, that seems like an old terminal. Things nowadays are made very thin, save money. The box is in pretty good shape. It's not perfect, but I'm guessing again it's from the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. And the subwoofer inside is sitting on an angle. I'm not sure if you guys can catch that, but sitting at an angle. And let me flip this box so you can see the other side of it. So it's got a port. Hopefully you guys can see that. And the port seems to be about 2.5, 3 inches. And my light turned off, so sorry about that. So I think the port's supposed to be on the bottom there because the terminal is. And the tilt of the subwoofer, or the angle the sub sits, is supposed to be like that, where it kind of sits like so. So that, to me, that subwoofer is sitting upside down in the box. So I'm going to flip that thing around once I open it and show you guys what it looks like. And on the back of the box, nothing. So let's open this box up, fix that subwoofer, and then we can take a look at the sub. Maybe see if there's some kind of marking or stamp on the basket or magnet, see what year that sub is, and we'll go from there. So give me a sec. Okay, so I switched up cameras. I got my GoPro on, and hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Yep. And I already took the screws off the plexi and out of the sub just to make this video smoother. So let's take the plexi off. And there's the sub. It looks to be in perfect condition. The surround is not dry rotted, so that's a big plus. And the sub is not frozen, so I'm very happy. And again, I didn't pay much for this guy. I basically got it free, so even if it was frozen, I wasn't really going to care much. So let me adjust the camera for you guys. And there it is. There is the sub. Oh wow. So hopefully you guys can see this. Adjust the camera again for you guys. But it is a made in USA Pyle. That is awesome. It says Pyle's Industry Inc. Huntington, Indiana. That is awesome. Very happy. There's a sticker here. Hopefully you guys can see that. It says LW820/4. And there's another number on the bottom here. It says 1098434. And I do notice that the paper cone here has a stamp on it, and it says 9927. Very cool. Hopefully that light doesn't get in your way. Here's another sticker. I think it says S0228-01795. And I think that's it. A little bit of grass in there. But otherwise, this sub looks untouched. It doesn't smell funny. Very happy. The colors just look amazing. Very 90s. And I'm so happy that that I end up having a Pyle that's made in the U.S. I always thought Pyle made a good product when it was made in the U.S. And I know there's a lot of people that still use Pyle nowadays, and if you like them, hey, good for you. But I thought they were made best when they were made in the USA. So I'm gonna pop this thing back in the hole, and I'm gonna Google maybe some of these numbers and see what I find. So let's pop this back in, and we'll go from there. Okay, so went on Google and I typed in this number here, and it came up with that. So hopefully you guys can see that, but it's a woofer that was made between 1994 and 1997. So if you guys can remember, on the cone there was a number 7. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm trying to show you guys. And of course it's going to be a pain, but there was a 7 there at the end of that row of numbers, so maybe this thing was made in 1997. So that's cool. And one more thing I want to point out is that it's a single 4 ohm woofer. So That's a good bit of info to know. So again, a cool little sub from the 90s for all you old school car audio guys, and or if you fell into one of these and want to know something about them. I just love the colors of this thing. So let's put this back in the box and close this up. Yeah, I don't want to damage it, so I want to just put it back in and leave it alone. So give me a second and I'll show you guys me putting this back together. I want to try to go back in the same holes. Just got to be careful. You do not want to poke this around. Okay. And on this plexi, you just want to snug them up. You don't want to crank on these guys because you will crack that plexiglass. And I've seen it where it looks like you did fine. You know, you squeezed them good and it didn't break, but if they're too tight and it goes through heat cycles in your car, it'll just crack. So again, just to snug, you know, just snug them up. You don't have to crank down on these. This plexi is only a 1/4 inch thick, so. And there we go. I know it's not no high-end sub, but it's the vintage factor that the sub has that I guess why I like it so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a short one, but I mean, there isn't much to these subwoofer and sub enclosures. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
I'm not going out. I'm not staying over here. I wouldn't definitely go for it.
Yeah, it's going.
That's a sky ball. Yeah,